Alright, so most of my videos have like something that isn't surf, but community maps came out, so I'm gonna show you surf gameplay. And I'm also gonna tell you about griefing bans, because in recent time, it seems like more and more pros have been affected by griefing bans, and I feel like the system in which they issue griefing bans might get a change. Okay, so for a lot of pros on CSGO, it seemed like griefing bans were never really an issue. Oh, I mean, well, okay. For a lot of pros, it seemed like griefing bans were never really an issue, except for a few. And, you know, for most pros, they just played on ESEA or Faceit, third-party platform that isn't really matchmaking, so it never really came to light how bad the system was, right? But anyone who played matchmaking in any quantity knows that your account at some point is just going to get flagged for griefing, no matter how you play, right? If you play 1,000 games of matchmaking, it's pretty difficult to not get flagged for griefing, even like one time. If you get flagged even one time for griefing, then that opens your account up to get a griefing ban. And griefing bans can range from 1 day to, I've seen actual 1,000-day griefing ban issued. Just a competitive cooldown. But the person contacted Steam support, and then they got it fixed. They reverted the 1,000-day cooldown to 14 days. I don't have proof of this. I know this just happened. But anyways, 1,000-day bans aside, what's happened with the pros and complaining? Is it gonna get fixed? I personally think that it might get fixed for pros, the same way that VAC Live works for pros, right? I think that might be what happens, unfortunately, because these grief bans have been a thing forever. The most Valve approach, I think, is they're gonna go with the whitelist approach. So, like, maybe the people on the leaderboard are gonna be excluded from grief reports or something, because this system has been screwing people for longer than I can even remember, man. I've had a grief warning on my account the entire time I've played, basically. Like, I got a grief warning on, like, my 3rd or 4th game. I'm pretty sure, dude. So, I mean, like, if you're just, like, not good, if you're just, like, not playing super competitively, and someone on your team isn't vibing with that, or heck, even someone on the other team isn't vibing with that, they're just gonna grief report you, and then you're gonna go into whatever precedes that, right? And the thing is that everyone can do this. It's not like it's not like the people who are grief reporting you are like a higher trust factor or like better or more experienced in any way. They'll just grief report you, and then you'll get a cooldown, okay? And like I said, I really do think it's going to be a whitelist system, which is unfortunate. So yeah, the worst solution would be a whitelist. Well, actually, no, the worst solution would be nothing. But the second worst solution would be a whitelist, which is what I think they're going to do. And then the possible solution that they might do is they might like enable Overwatch like grief bans. Why do I think that they're going to enable Overwatch grief bans? You probably want me to elaborate on that one. So them enabling Overwatch grief bans makes sense for a number of reasons. I don't think it's the one that they're most likely to choose. I just think it's a possibility, right? So if they were to enable Overwatch grief bans and disable the system that they've had in place for a while, which is basically you get a grief report and then okay, no more playing on this account. And Valve, like, obviously understands that that's the state of their community, like, especially the people that play matchmaking a lot. Anyone, go ask anyone who has 1,000 wins in matchmaking. They probably play on more than one account. Just like, because there's matchmaking has so many various flaws with the way that grief reports work. Like, it's strange because I play so much worse on my alt account. Like, you can go look at my stats. My alt account has like a 0.4 KD, and it never gets grief bans. And my main has like a positive KD. If you look at like 2023 forward, my main is like a positive KD, and then it still gets grief bans. And I feel like it's just because it's long-term like flagged because of the amount of games that I've just like, you know, gone in and played how I played when, how you play when you're learning movement. Like, you know, maybe that's not exactly the the best case for myself, but there are literally pros that are getting banned while they're 5-stacked, right? Like, how do people get banned while they're 5-stacked? That's what I've always wanted to know, right? Like, I got bans while I was 5-stacked before, and I was like, dude, this is messed up. Like, I remember even in the beta, I got grief banned in the beta. Like, in the CS2 beta. If you've been watching for a while, you probably know about that. You probably know that I literally got a 14-day grief ban for testing the beta. So anyway, shout out Valve for banning me during the beta period. That was fire. I'm glad I tested their game. But yeah, this is something that just really isn't new. It's been a thing for a long time. A lot of people know about it, but pros are just coming to, you know, find out about it. So I'm wondering what you guys think the solution is going to be. I've basically run over the big three, which is the nothing, the whitelist, and the Overwatch ban. They're gonna vac ban you for movement, for doing epic movement. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything.